This is a disturbing story that happened to my friend Molly. I will tell the story in first person. I can't find my pills. I search through my bathroom cabinets, rifling through whatever clutter is there, and I sweep everything off my desk, hoping to catch sight of that familiar orange bottle. But nothing. It's like it's vanished into thin air. I must have misplaced them at some point. I live alone now, ever since I moved out of my parents' house to a quieter area on the outskirts of town. I decide not to stress about it too much this morning. I'll take them later tonight once I track down that pesky bottle. So I give up the search for now and pull myself together to head out the front door. Another day at work kicks in. Everything blurs together, and before I know it, I'm back home, exhausted from the daily grind. By this point, I can't muster the energy to look for my pills anymore. I take off my dress and crash into bed. Sleep catches up to me quickly. I wake up disoriented in the middle of the night. The red numbers on my nightstand clock glow ominously. 11:29. A strange chill creeps across my skin, and something feels off. I lie still for a few moments, staring at the ceiling, trying to make sense of it all. Slowly, I turn my head to the window. The curtains are open, letting in some faint streetlight. I see the cloudy sky and wet pavement, and suddenly I freeze. My skin prickles with a cold fear. A dark figure is out there, standing on the street in front of my house. It's a man, somewhat blurry in the dim light from the street lamps, more like a shadow than a person. I can hear my heart pounding loudly in my ears as he seems to sense me looking at him. His head turns toward my window, and for a moment the light catches his face, but what I see freezes me in place. His eye sockets are empty, staring vacantly back at me. I try to scream, but no sound escapes. I can't move, rooted in fear as I wait for him to draw closer. But he doesn't budge. He just stands there, staring. Time feels like it's crawling as I lay there, terrified, counting the seconds until I finally, mercifully, see him disappear into the night. The next morning, I'm too shaken up to focus at work, but somehow I drag myself through the day. The bottle is still missing, but I decide to make a warm cup of tea before bed, hoping to calm my anxiety. This time I make sure to close the curtains tightly before climbing into bed. My sleep is restless and grainy, and I wake up again to the red glare of my alarm clock. 11:39. A tight knot of dread forms in my stomach before I even check the window. Of course, the curtains are open, and there he is, the same dark figure standing even closer this time. I try to sit up to run away or call for help, but once again, fear paralyzes me. Outside, I watch as he turns again. This time I see the chilling whiteness of his eyes, and then a flash of white as the moonlight hits his teeth, revealing a grin that sends shivers down my spine. I feel like I can't breathe, as if horror is squeezing the life out of me. Then suddenly, the darkness outside lights up as a car approaches. The figure dissolves into the glow of the headlights, disappearing as quickly as he had appeared. When the car passes, I gasp for air, feeling the tension of the night slowly start to fade. The next morning, I glance in the mirror and see dark circles under my eyes. I was too scared to sleep, and now I'm even more terrified, the fear still hanging over me. I dial my mom's number and she answers right away. "Molly?" she says, and I start telling her everything that happened. My voice trembles. I sound exhausted, and as I recap the events, I can feel her concern. After a quiet moment, she speaks again, reminding me that I've dealt with this before. "Have you been taking your meds?" she asks, and I don't respond. She continues to tell me about my past, how sometimes I'd imagine things or walk in my sleep. She's right, I know, but I can't shake the memory of that man outside my window. I spend the rest of the morning searching every nook and cranny for my pills, but they're still gone. I take the initiative to set up a security camera aimed at the street, hoping that seeing it there will ease my anxiety a bit. As night falls, I feel a small sense of relief, like a weight has been lifted. I check the camera, make sure it's recording, and then close my curtains again tightly. Sleep takes its time to find me, pulling me down slowly like a fog. I wake again, startled by the dim light filtering through the window. The clock reads 11:49. My curtains are open, swaying gently. He's there again, this time standing right outside, closer than ever. I'm too frightened to move, paralyzed by the sight of those empty, glowing eyes boring into me through the glass. I feel my sanity slipping as I close my eyes again, unable to understand what's happening. The next day, I force myself to check the camera footage, my heart racing with dread. The video shows the quiet street, cars passing by occasionally. But then, there it is. A dark figure comes closer and my blood runs cold. It's me. I'm sleepwalking, my expression vacant and eyes uncomprehending as I move towards the camera, drawn in some strange trance. I stand there in front of the camera, and just as I raise my hand, the screen goes dark with a soft click. My heart pounds as I look at the timestamp, 11:48. I turned the camera off at that moment. That means I stepped back inside, went to bed, and woke up with no memory of it, only to find that man watching me outside again. Gripped by terror, I pace around my house, unsure of what to do. My phone vibrates in my pocket, but I don't reach for it. Instead, I allow myself to wander, lost in confusion. When I catch myself in a mirror, I flinch at the wild-eyed stranger looking back pale and frightened. I promise myself I won't go to sleep tonight, that I'll stay awake. But as darkness creeps in, fatigue washes over me. I feel heavy, tired, and helpless against it. I meander through the rooms, knowing that if I sleep, I'll awaken again at 11:59, the clock ticking down to midnight. So here I sit, waiting and waiting.